Hello everyone, so welcome to Hemel-Down Railway. This is day one of starting to clear the garage to finally make some progress and starting to get the boards ready for making the railway. So today's project is going to be clearing down all of this in the garage. Quite a bit to do. Going to be moving house soon, so all I'm going to be doing really is making a bit of a temporary layout. But when I moved into this house, I found this board, and basically what I'm going to do is cut the legs down, make a frame sort of table height, and then start adding some track to the top. Probably not going to be much detail on it at all, but at least if I can get some locos running around, and then I can design some of my scratch buildings, sort of make sure that they're all to scale and stuff. So yeah, this video is going to be a few clips of me sort of fast forwarding and being able to show you a little bit of progress, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll see at least the baseboard made, and then I can start sharing with you some track plans and stuff. So yeah, onwards and upwards. Finally we can start creating the dream of Hemel-Down Railway, that I haven't been able to do since I was probably about 15 years old. So I had it built in the loft in my grandparents' house, and my controller broke and I never was able to actually finish it. Sadly my granddad passed away, so I've now acquired the train set. It's now with me, all boxed up. So maybe what we could do is an unpacking video. I can kind of show you some of the locos that I've got. Yeah, so here's the start of the adventure, and finally get the dream of being able to create the railway. So this is the top part all clear. As you can see, it's quite a decent sort of width and stuff. I think I measured it and it's 2.5 meters, maybe nearly 3 meters in length, sort of the width of the garage. If needs to, I'll sort of insulate and stuff, but it doesn't seem like there's any sort of damp in here or anything. It's actually quite good. And there's quite a bit of sort of new timber and stuff, it looks like, underneath. So that'll be quite good to sort of make all the sides, and then I can use some of these other parts to create some legs. Yeah, still massive pile underneath to sort out and stuff, but yeah, a few dump runs, clear a bit of space, get this all unscrewed and stripped down. Did notice that there's quite a bit of a hole taken out of here, so I've got some extra board that I can fill that, and I'm going to make the width a little bit bigger, but I kind of want to keep the length of it. At least the trains will have a decent sort of running on the straights. Yeah, so far so good. What is probably good about this space, there's seems to be 3 sets of lights, so just if I have the garage door shut and it's a bit cold and stuff, I've got 3 sort of lights there. And then looking down further down the garage, there's some power supply, so I need to go in the shed at the back of the garden and see if I can make sure that that's all connected and stuff. But we'll have a power supply out here, so it's pretty neat. I have noticed that the board is probably sort of bended a little bit with the weight of all the stuff that we had on there. I mean, that was piled up to the ceiling. So maybe what I'll do is, once I get the board down, is maybe lay it flat and weight it down a bit and see if I can sort of bend it back, just to make sure that when I have the layout it doesn't sort of dip and stuff, but maybe with it fixed into a board and making sure that I've got some straight wooden supports and stuff, it will kind of bend out and stuff. But it's only day one, I'd say, long way to go. Day off work today, so I've got a nice 5 hours, 6 hours before I need to pick the kids up from school, get some of this cleared and stuff. So keep going. So about an hour in, and decent bit of progress. Obviously a lot still to do. I think basically what's happening is I'm moving it all over to the other side. I think I'm getting a bit too keen to get the space cleared. But all that stuff will go eventually. Let's keep going. Another little progress update. Still working my way through it on day one, but yeah, we're getting there. Then it'll be on with fun job, trying to get that down. I don't really have that much woodworking skills, so it's going to be fun, but watch quite a few YouTube channels on baseboards and all that sort of stuff, so hopefully some of those tips will come in handy. Make myself a little tabletop water railway. Like I say, it's only temporary, but it will do for now, and then when I finally move and stuff, I can hopefully build something a little bit more permanent, because that's where we'll be staying for long term. So yeah, let's keep going. So a couple of hours in, and yeah, looking much better already, actually. Really happy the amount of progress that's been made. The big roof box there will be going. Yeah, just thinking this space is massive. So obviously your brain goes into overdrive a little bit, and you start thinking, I could build my layout down there and stretch all the way down the side. But needs to be a little bit more realistic and just stick with the little plan that I had for now anyway. It's like I say, move on the horizon. Still a few bits on this side to clear, but not much more I can do now really until I get a dump run. So next bit of the video will be hopefully putting some of this together. So I'll leave it there and catch you all soon. Bye. So this is all the wood that I've managed to salvage. Taken away, or taken down should I say, the framework. So that sort of large shelf that was behind. So this will be the baseboards that I'll have to add a few bits to make it a little bit wider, like I said before. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna make me a board, but I'll be a bit creative. It's a bit patchy, it doesn't really matter. It's just one of those things. I'm working on a zero budget at the moment, so all I could afford to do was buy a few screws, and just had the idea of using these boards and stuff to try and cut the cost down. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, and hopefully next time you'll see my first little baseboard. So this is the baseboard mocked up a little bit, and then didn't really think I had enough wood to be able to make some legs out of that pile. A bit of a mismatch, and like I said, I'm not very good at the old woodwork, but I found these metal, half metal legs off of an old trampoline that we had back in our old house. So what I'm thinking is I could use 4 on each side, all the way down the board underneath. Maybe sort of secure them in with a couple of corners of wood, just as the sort of baseboard rests on top. Maybe with the weight of it, the legs will be quite sturdy, or maybe fix them to some sort of wooden plinth or something. Not sure yet, just throwing ideas out there, but like I say, it's a bit of a start, a lot of head scratching, no real rush, although I do want to get the layout done quite quickly, just to get some trains going. Like I say, it's been many a year, and I think with this lockdown, you know, being stuck at home and stuff, and I was quite unwell with COVID and a really bad back at the beginning of the year, kind of bedbound for 3 to 4 weeks, so I was sitting there watching YouTube, so a lot of inspiration on model railways, and yes, I'm much better now, and the summer's coming, so I thought let's get cracking and see what I can do. Yeah, another update coming soon. Another little bit of progress, or progress update should I say, just again trying some ideas. So these legs in there will work their way all the way down to the bottom. At the moment it's just resting on a brick. There's 4 metal poles there, so what I can do is, like I say, add 4 down the side. This lump of wood right here will then sort of make a bit of a side to there, and then a strip across the front, and then again down the other side. It's only about sort of knee height, decent enough that I can maybe just put a little chair or something in there. But yeah, I think that's the idea that I'm going to go with. The low cost budget way. Make do with what we've got, and hopefully turn it into something good. My next thing is just working out how to add probably about 20-30 centimeters in width. So maybe I can add a little bit of wood in there. I've got some sort of scraps and offcuts and stuff, just to make that like one whole piece. And then underneath I'll just clip them together, screw them in place just so that they hold, and it's quite sturdy. Yeah, final thing. I think that's the way we're going.